One serpent right now in the server is going to be eUnited. They are elusive. They do come through, they do find victory, and they do it over Furia in the first map. Absolutely against everything that we thought it would be, but it's eUnited standing tall at the end of the day.
I did say they were going to make it difficult for them. They put up more rounds on T-side than I thought they were going to. Not necessarily because I think their T-sides were so incredible, but they did make it. They did say they were going to make it hard, and they ended up winning. So good for them.
Yeah, very good for them. It's Cooper on the line is going to be joining us for the interview. Cooper, congratulations on the first map. Was it stressful?
A little bit when they started coming back, but we knew we had it.
Yeah, you guys went down 6-2 sort of early on from those aggressive plays from Henny. It seemed like sort of on your defaults, you guys didn't necessarily have your nade protocols down yet. Is that sort of more down to sort of switching things up, new in-game leader, but then you sort of brought it back in the second half. What sort of, the second half of the first half,
yeah.
What change did you guys make partway through that game to sort of bring that T-side back?
I don't know. We got a little bit frustrated, honestly, when we were getting picked off by like the random angles that's not clearing it, and we talked about it during attack, just like slow it down, make sure we're not getting caught off by like the aggressive A pushes and stuff like that. And yeah, we have the new player defaulting A and new IGL, so it just makes it overpass is pretty unforgiving. So it's a pretty good map for us, but when there's a bunch of changes, you know, it makes it a little difficult sometimes.
Well, if you don't mind, perhaps we dive into those changes a little bit. It is your brother now calling, correct?
Yeah.
So talk to me a little bit about how that's going for Ryan. How's he finding the role?
Well, these are our first like official matches, so it's difficult because he's never played with any of these players for a little while. I mean, it's been like a month now, so we're kind of like going into it, doing the best we can, really.
And how do you feel about these changes? There we go.
I don't know if the camera picked me up, but I got a little mad. We were arguing a little bit about the calls, but that's just how we are.
Cool. I mean, it's got its own locker room vibe, I guess. In its sort of way. Davey, what do you got for the man? We're going to roll some highlights and kind of watch over those.
Well, yeah, I was just wondering on the CT side, you know, they were getting really aggressive, and like you said, they started to make some comebacks. When they were doing that, you guys took another tack, I think, and then you were able to kind of, you know, claw it back and make sure that you ended up closing that out. How did you deal with that aggression that they were showing towards the B site round after round?
We talked a little about it. We said we were going to take more A control. That way we knew 100% they were coming A, and I started kind of upping towards con, and Caleb was more like aggressive towards the stairs, really. So we kind of just knew 100% and just like made people use their nades so that we could flank in time and just kind of pinch them coming out monster. Like that way we knew they were there, you know. I got more kills towards con, and Caleb got some kills on the flank.
And speaking of Moose, this is going to be the last question I have for you. He gave us quite the interview before we started here. I don't know if you were able to catch any of the video. It was very kind of sad and sombering in a way. It's like he's first day on the job, but as a trial. How's he fitting in?
I think he fits in well. I liked playing with Caleb. You know, some of the issues we had might not have always been in game and stuff. So, I mean, he fits in really well and a really good late game player for us, and I think it's good.
Cool. We'll let you get to it, man. Vertigo's on the cards. We'll see you there.
Yep. Thank you, guys.
All right. By the numbers, eUnited winning the first game. Now we switch over to Vertigo. We're going to be talking about the pick of Furia. There would certainly have to be some rationale, some reasoning behind it. But as things stand, eUnited have some hitters that have come out to play today, it seems.
Yeah, Furia really does like the map. Although, strangely enough, eUnited actually has a 100% win rate on the map. They've only played it 4 times in some online games, but no, I mean, you take those. So they absolutely do know how to play it. I'm actually not sure if we're using the old Vertigo or the new Vertigo, though. I don't know if we can get somebody to tell us that. I'm not 100% sure. You are using the new Vertigo. Okay, so that makes things a little bit more interesting because obviously sort of the old stats don't really matter anymore as far as the map win rates go. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. I think what happened mostly on the last map was early on, eUnited was hitting their shots and it took a little while for Furia to wake up. I think this would have been a bit of a wake-up call for them. Even though eUnited did get 9 rounds on their T-side on overpass, I think a lot of that came down to individuals making sure they got good trades and hitting their shots. It's not necessarily going to be that easy on Vertigo. I think Vertigo takes a lot more, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just Vertigo, it's got a weird feel to it. You really, you know, you got to be able to like feel this map out, and if you're not 100% comfortable, it's going to be hard to get those trades.
Vertigo's a pretty weird sensation all on its own, you know, like not even to just talk about the map, which is kind of where we find ourselves right now. One thing that I will find interesting, though, is if we do see a slow start out on the side of eUnited. Because they're starting CT, and we know that Furia can have fast pace. We know that they can really get in there and dictate a game early on, but you know, you kind of have to wipe away what was last map. One thing that eUnited aren't going to need is Henny showing up like he did in spades.
Yeah, I mean, like we saw last map, Cooper was able to actually sort of compete with him as far as multi-kills go. There was a couple rounds where Cooper, especially on the CT side, got some big kills, as we saw he talked about there on the flank and connector. And he's going to need to do that again because CT side Vertigo, like we were saying, it's really unforgiving. If the Ts get comfortable and they get moving, I'm not sure how this whole mid is going to play out now on the new Vertigo. It's all very weird, and it doesn't exactly fit Furia's playstyle, the new mid, but, you know, it's gonna, I don't know, it's gonna be interesting to see, and it's gonna be fun to watch. I'm looking forward to it anyways. I like Vertigo. Not many people do, but I actually do. So
well, maybe we should
to it.
sit back and get comfortable and watch a little bit of
that's
Vertigo. I'm ready to get it going right now. This party's ready to start. eUnited Furia with Dusty and Kaplan.
That is me. What's up?
And him.
Yep, it is.
Wow.
I'm still hoping for one day to get a nickname from Stunner. Because you're Dusty.
Look at this guy. Relax.
That was literally the perfect thing to have happen. Oh, man. That's too good. I don't even know how to respond to that. That was just so glorious.
I know how to. If we can be put into a lower third up on screen, I know exactly how to respond to that.
Okay.
I guess we'll have to wait for it. Don't worry. Betway odds, though, still in favor of Fury, even though they dropped the first map. And don't know what really to expect here on the new Vertigo, obviously, between these two teams. I mean, Fury was one of the early adopters of the map that we did see.
Well, we did see eUnited upset EG in the first stage on this map. And in general, they played it pretty well online, so they're familiar with it. Even though there's been changes, they're familiar with like the kind of the core concept of the map, I guess you could say. So it's not like they're going to be some slouch, not if they can keep up their form from the previous map.
The thing is, this is the first time these two teams are going to be playing the new Vertigo on an official.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
So, obviously, the old strats can be used as a core, but I wonder how much time and how much effort these teams have really put into it. I mean, we talked to Cooper just now, and he talking about with obviously Freakazoid leading the team. But how many maps have you been able to go through on your 4-day boot camp? And well, Cooper's been able to sneak around behind.
It's a big kill to get too, because we know that rethinking this fight can be very difficult. So if you can get a lot of initial kills and stop that bomb from being planted, that's your best way to win, really. And look at this, they're just putting on a clinic. Headshots across the board, almost a team ace from eUnited. Cooper gets one extra.
What weight does this game have?
A lot.
Furia is currently 1-0, eUnited 0-1. They did lose against 100 Thieves yesterday. Even if they win here for United, they have to hope that 100 Thieves lose tomorrow against Furia for them to be in the running of getting through into the Pro League Finals. So.
And then if you're Furia, you kind of ruin the whole storyline of it. You know, it's meant to be you and 100 Thieves both 2-0 tomorrow. You know, just fighting, you know, very clean game, that one game decides and all, that could really be thrown in the bin if United complete full upset this series.
Yeah, and then we get into like tiebreakers potentially if Fury can beat 100 Thieves tomorrow. And last time I tried to break down how that would go, I completely messed it up. So I'm not even gonna try again until we get.
We'll let League Ops take care of that part. You know, I'll just sit back and wait.
Well, no, the bottom line is if United want to stay in the running, they have to win here.
Yeah, of course.
That's the bottom line for them. For Furia, kind of the same kind of route as well. Cooper again, speaking the side, he'll able to sneak in behind Furia. He's get off to their side. He's actually been able to get a little bit far up. I don't know if they're going to expect him to be this aggressive, but Vinny's still going to win on the fight with the smoke dissipating. Furia finally with the man advantage, and that's short-lived as Mark is able to respond on Vinny. And Moose is well pushy. And the MP9 gets one food on top of that. A little bit of a bonus round coming for United. It's looking good.
Indeed it is. They are getting all the kills right now, other than the one that Vinny just got there and one he got previously. 2 on 3. Food trying to flank around. Could have basically ended the round there and then if he could have found that kill, but because Yuri gets it, it allows him to escape back to the opposite side of the map. Now, Marky is still in that vicinity, but he has very low health. And now they're second-guessing it. Yeah, it's the low double back, but look at Freakazoid's positioning. He doesn't check the right angle, though. Now he finally does. It's a great recovery from Freaky. He's still alive. He's getting the hell out of there, trying to get a new angle. Now it's all on Vinny by himself. Knows where one is, but not the other.
Once we get to the 1v1, he might have an opportunity for a second 1v1. He's all low HP, but so is Marky on 6 health. 25 seconds left to go. Is he going to go for the triple fake?
And he comes back again.
I would love to see it, but you know what? With him committed this far, with only 18 seconds left, he's going to have hit the B site. But it still pretty much comes down to first bullet wins. Whoever hits the shot, Marky. Oh, Vinny gets through it. He can't go through the Molotov either because he has no health for it. So Vinny's going to get the bomb down. Now it's the after plant situation. Vinny is going to need that quad kill to close out the round to give Fury the first. And he spots him out, but he can't quite hit the shots. And Marky.
I didn't know you was singing America from
Can we get that as like a soundboard Someone please. A Freakazoid screaming.
Man, I didn't know we were watching Oral Police, you know?
Gonna be watching the side hall, and or it's not gonna expect Cooper to be there. So initial kill going the way of eUnited. Much needed considering they have no money in this round at all to use into the next if they lost it. There's the Molotov, there's the smoke. That's actually not gonna connect. What? Hello? Cooper, there's a smoke there. What kind of shot was that?
It's just, you know, taking a guess. Might as well pull the trigger. Hope that you're right. No real risk behind it. Pays off for him big time, and now Yuri's also eating a hell of a lot of damage here. So he's trying to see if he could press his way through mid towards the A side of the map. He has been shut down, at least for now. Meanwhile, K-Star trying to see if he can't maybe lurk his way up towards B. Yuri does, again, still control middle, so that's nice. Maybe he could allow him to help K-Serato by coming up through the little window above him. Definitely seems that they want to go B with all their resources that are left. Still 2 CTs in this area, though. I think even Cooper's starting to kind of feel this out.
Well, they're heading back towards the A site.
That's the thing with this map, bro. Like, you never really know until you start committing up one of the ramps or stairwells.
Trying to boost him up to look for an angle. 20 seconds left. They're going to have to pick up the pace. Yuri's fallen, unfortunately. Reinforces back towards the A site. 15 seconds left, and I find this going to be so difficult for them to take to even get the bomb down. 10 seconds. Smokes have gone through. They're going to plant within it. And actually just going to back away. All right, so kind of a smart play. I was hoping they would just go for the save anyways. Counter-terrorists win. And Freakazoid's getting loud.
Yeah, it's starting to get a little bit scary here. United starting to get some real momentum here early on the map.
I hope we have a replay of that shot out of Cooper. I really do. First one, all right.
Pretty legit.
And then this one?
That is actually ridiculous.
I saw it twice now, and I still don't know where he was.
Yeah, that is just one of those like real fortunate things that just happens to work. I don't know if we could actually get like it from the perspective of the guy who died. Probably too late for that.
Well, I mean, if Rush was your observer, we probably could have.
Wow, dude, there's no need to keep throwing our observer under the bus, okay?
Oh, no, I just love how,
listen, Prius, I'm still here for you, buddy.
You thought he was Efren yesterday.
Well, that's because they put up the Efren name tag.
Even after you confirmed it wasn't,
yeah, when they put up the Efren name, listen. I still didn't dog him out as much. You've dogged out Prius so many times for Rushly. It's unreal.
I love how Reddit
tournament
hated on me for trash talking Prius.
I mean, you do.
The socially ineptness of people sometimes not understanding what making a joke is. Just, it blows my mind.
Prius, do you think he's joking, or what do you think? No?
Oh, come
see?
on.
I mean, even Prius isn't on board, you know?
You know what? He bought me ice cream.
Yeah.
I was going to, but he didn't let me.
It's not adding up for you real well at all.
I bought him lunch.
Did it? Is that true, Prius?
Yeah, yeah, you better say yes. Anyways, back into the next round, round 7. Cooper again with the op. He's been doing a good job of actually holding down the A side.
Well, here's the key question, Prius. Does him buying you lunch make up for everything?
He's thinking about it. He's still thinking about it?
Yeah, he's still thinking. There's CS to be heard first and seen before we get to that point. We are seeing Furia try to get their way onto this A-bomb site, at least for now. They haven't committed quite all the way. A little bit of a boost going on here for Cooper.
They do have a decent stack over towards B as well. Towards A. 3 players there to defend this. Freakazoid's taking a little bit of damage to the wall, though. If he's looking to come around the side, the smoke will prevent him from getting a clear shot. He's actually stuck on the sides. I don't think Freakazoid's going to expect it. Then he will win the trade on that one. Cooper's falling in the meantime. Food now. Pretty much left alone. He was able to get the first kill. The bomb, in the meantime, is actually going to be over on a K-Serato, who's actually not at the A side at the moment. Sorry, he is on the A side at the moment, just above it.
Somehow Food's still alive right now. Holding this position and him not being mollied out is so key, because if he were to lose this fight and he goes down, that's the round over with. Marky getting caught trying to rotate and assist Food, so Food's still just hanging out here, man. He's like, just really trying to find these kills as he hides out. They push up, they lined up for a brief moment there, and Food actually gets them both. Well done by him. He was that kind of just annoying guy that thrown on their side that could never clear, and he ultimately locks in the round. That's a big victory.
He's had some big rounds in this series. Like,
yeah,
back to overpass, pissed around CT side, was able to get 3 kills.
Yeah.
A couple of rounds later, in one of the gun rounds, he just survives and is able to get quite a few there too. And see Furia a little bit unsure if Cooper's going to be back in towards sandbags. We can see it's not the position he'll be holding for now. I mean, again, Furia with this buy-up that they have, they did win around like this on overpass. You got utility workers, smokes coming through. And a Molotov as well to help potentially eliminate them. The nade coming through. Henny takes the head off K-Serrado. A little bit of a misfire there coming through. The bomb in the meantime was actually trying to be planted within the smokes, but it will be killed off. Now it's just Vinny left alone against 5, and he'll fall. Clean round for eUnited, up 6-2. Cooper spamming through the smoke, gets a kill. And the man advantage back for eUnited. We haven't really seen the op come back in for Cooper, and when we did, it was a good job by Furia to really eliminate for being too effective. And again, back to the middle control for Furia. Trying to use this as a pivot point.
A lot more weight towards it, I will say, too. Like, a lot of the time they've only had, like, maybe 1 or 2 players come in, but now it's 4. So it's just definitely a different look out of them, putting a lot more emphasis on this position.
K-Serrado gets the opener onto Food. Now it's equalized things a little bit. Being sprayed in from the back. Moose to get the first kill.
Just a chance spray through, like you said, getting him a kill. Marky gonna be able to do basically the exact same thing. Around the world strategy here from Furia as they go through CT spawn to A.
Bomb has been planted.
Do they know Cooper's here though?
Doesn't seem like it. He could really play the spoiler in this round. Oh, it's gonna come down to timing. Henny was looking that direction for a bit. Oh, this is nuts.
Good first kill comes through. He didn't see where Henny was, though. Henny's actually been able to rotate completely around. The bomb's going to be planted for him. Now his position will be given up. Look for the spray on to Cooper, but Cooper still will get the kill. And the defuse will come through. 7-5 now for eUnited. Again, we're not really sure how this is going to fully play out because it's the first time I've casted on the new Vertigo.
Same for me, actually. Or maybe I've done it one other time.
Really? On the new Vertigo?
I think so at Rotterdam. I think I casted it once, maybe.
Do they have the new Vertigo at Rotterdam? Because it just came out.
That was the first land that had it.
Oh, wow.
But I can't remember if it got played or not. I'd have to check. Either way, 2-on-2 into this round on what is for sure at least someone's debut on casting a new Vertigo.
K-Serrado's been able to sneak in towards the B site. You can see Freakazoid trying to spot someone out for a free kill. He might have it against K-Serrado because of how low he is. Both on 13 HP. They're going to run into each other.
That's always so awkward.
Freakazoid's going to shoot first, though, because K-Serrado's not moving.
Who is going to shoot first?
Oh, what? What?
I don't know, man.
I don't know how he saw him there. I mean, I thought Freakazoid was trying to push the smoke, and he got stuck. Cooper comes in. Can he clutch it out for 2 rounds in a row? Gets caught with the Molotov in hand, and he's still able to get the kill.
What?
Second time, Cooper wins the 1v1 against Henny to save the round.
How is that possible? Dude's got a bottle in his hand. Like a drunkard stumbling on the sidewalk at 2 a.m.
I think for him, it was more like a protein shake, to be honest.
Yeah, to be fair, it probably was.
Well, Cooper having a phenomenal game at 14-9 to keep eUnited in the lead at the end of the first half, while Art, on the other hand, is looking to carry his team forward for potentially a third match, since eUnited are currently up 1-0 after the back of Overpass.
Yep.
Jason Cam is still joined by the handsome Dust. Thank Carrier. Well, it doesn't make any sense. You have more hair than Tom.
I guess technically that makes me hairy.
But that's not very difficult to do, to be honest.
Yeah. Inferno would be up next, by the way, if Furia could lock this in, which actually would probably heavily favor Furia. They've been looking pretty hot on Inferno lately. I know that eUnited have had their issues on that map in the past. So something to keep
They have to get there first, though.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
Yeah.
eUnited already opened up yet again with a strong start. Able to take the first pistol round, get 3 rounds off of that in total. Once they might be able to do it yet again here. Henny does spot them going in towards the B side, but he's lost out on Yuri. Now it's all on him against 4. And he has 5 HP. And he's dead. eUnited now up 9-7.
How about you take that Let's Go and then the soundbite from earlier and combine it all together into one?
I'm a little bit disappointed that no one even clipped that out and put it on Reddit, actually. Y'all are letting me down. If you clip me it and send it to me on Twitter, me and Dust, make sure to tweet to both of us and ESLCS. I'll give you a pin. All right, that easy. Clip that out, you'll get a pin.
Dang.
No one won the pin from yesterday.
Easy. Okay,
Those were some terrible photoshops. I'm sorry. I expected a little bit better.
I mean, I feel like one of them was all right. That was one that was okay. Anyway, that's up to you. You're the judge of all that. Don't include me. I don't want to be a part of any controversial threads later about how you didn't give them their prize or something like that.
I'm still, from the first group stage, I still owe someone to someone, but I haven't been home since then, really.
Again, that's all on you. I don't want to be involved in that whatsoever. Don't want to see any threads.
Well, you're the one that told me not to actually give him the pin because you wanted one, right?
No.
And you're like, come on, Jason, just give me his pin.
I think you said you had a box of pins, and I just
It's
wanted
actually
one
in like a
of the pins.
plastic bag.
Okay.
You know, like one of those grocery bags just sitting under my bed.
Yeah.
I've
So-
had them for like, what were 2019?
So you made it sound like you had a ton,
Had them
so
for like
yeah, I did
4
ask
years.
for one, but certainly not intruding on the ones that you've already supposed to be giving away. It's very, very easy.
I
to-
think I only have one left, so I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, well then never mind, I don't want it.
We think back though to Overpass, and we heard Cooper in the interview talk about how they were realizing like Henny was just overpowering them in the beginning, but once they slowed things down and started clearing all the angles, is when they started to really take some rounds. And there seems to be starting off with that here just in the first gun round alone. So
Yeah.
really good job by eUnited again to not let this lead slip away. They
The thing
realize they're
is-
one map away from closing out the series.
Vinny's getting a lot of information by playing that angle. Like, he will know as soon as someone even gets anywhere near the A side of the map. So it allows him to kind of focus up on other areas. Now they're starting to gather up, though. Will they check this angle that Vinny is holding is going to be the big question. And they do jump out, and boom, Vinny's out of there. Vinny trying to trade it back from the ramp, but he might get overwhelmed. Indeed, he's only good for one, so a favorable trade for eUnited. And now Moose is cutting off all the mid-rotations. It was perfectly designed by eUnited through and through that entire round. What a well-thought-out round for eUnited.
You know, the craziest thing about that was they didn't use any utility. Like, once they got that first kill, they just rushed straight in towards A, and then they had so much utility to just hold the bomb if Moose even didn't get those double kill, or the 2 kills he got from
Well,
middle.
if you had any questions about whether or not eUnited practiced this map, I feel like that round kind of illustrates they have at least a little bit of a game plan.
I mean, if you're letting Vertigo go through against Furia, you better practice this map, or else you're setting yourself up for failure.
Again, hindsight's 2020. Again, this map's not over yet. Maybe Furia still bags it, but yeah, it's tough because I feel like Vertigo is that has so much variance still because of all the changes.
Well, again, if you're eUnited, you have what, 4 days of boot camp? I think I heard.
Yeah, something like that.
So if you're gonna really focus on some maps, focusing on some oddball ones might be enough, especially knowing the teams you're up against in your group. Maybe Furia, maybe this was like the perfect map. Knowing you can beat Furia, maybe take 100 Thieves there. No, obviously we didn't see that happen yesterday. And Isris as well, like another team that might have to worry about this. But like I said, eUnited hasn't closed this out just yet. They are on the track to get their 12th round, however, since Furia only have the SMG and Deagle. I would imagine Furia shouldn't be able to win this round.
Yeah, should is definitely the right word to use, as they do actually find one there, but Food is quick to reel it back in. They have a 4-on-2 now ahead of them. They're just taking their time. They still have plenty of clock left to burn. Flash is coming through. Henny trying to peek off the back of it. Quesarado trying to block the other angle down. So they're in the right place. And they do get a couple of big kills from Quesarado. Oh no! Getting scary. They've had enough.
Well, this is why I said should.
Yep, you've learned not to speak in absolutes. It splits the defense up now, so that still gives eUnited a chance to figure this one out. Quesarado has to respect that they could be coming this side, so he'll have to stay here. Henny's the one that may rotate. Oh, they may sit together and try to retake together as a unit.
Well, Quesarado, he wants like a weapon too, because he only has the SMG, but
he's also the kit carrier, so they kind of want to sit together and make sure that they can work the retake out and have time to defuse.
Still a lot of utility left though for eUnited as they make their way on towards the B site. Quesarado will pick up the SG. We'll rotate back towards B, and I mean, it's still going to be a tough retake. Henny doesn't have any armor at all, so aim punch is going to be very real for him.
Yeah. Plus they have a Molotov to put on the bomb, which could get extinguished though. Quesarado does still have a smoke as well, and again they have a kit to go for the quick defuse.
Oh,
he used the smoke there though. Yeah, now they can molly the bomb. There it is. What's your move now, Furia? Because they have the kit though, it doesn't hurt him as much.
They know the exact angle they're going to be holding on to too. That nade's going to kill off Quesarado. No chance to defuse that one. And eUnited will take the round. Got a little bit scary, but they get it nonetheless. Food gets a quad kill if eUnited do win 2-0. If Furia win tomorrow, even in a 2-1, I think Renegades would still go through because they would have one extra map over everyone else.
But yeah.
Or sorry, 100 Thieves. It's hard to get used to.
Again, we'll let all the final calls obviously go to the league ops. That's kind of what they're here for, but just kind of giving you a broad picture of what we could expect if this keeps up for eUnited. Okay, nice little cinematography there from Prius.
He's had to ruin it by nodding. Ugh. Actually, I liked if you were watching the EU broadcast. I swear my voice. I have gone through puberty.
They did some Blair Witch Project stuff or something like that.
I don't know if it's Blair Witch, but they did like they had Rush pretty much only use cinematic views for the entire round.
Yeah, CGS style.
And they had him talking. It'd be great to actually have Prius on comms.
Wish.
Don't worry, maybe tomorrow we'll get a little bit of his voice.
Maybe.
Voice of angels.
That's the other good thing about this, though. Like, if United win, that means, like, no matches tomorrow or worse.
Oh, you're talking about Prius, like, the good thing about him having a voice of an angel. But yeah.
That too. But yeah, there will be no, like, worthless games tomorrow if United win this game. There would be a lot on the line each map.
Well, 4 versus 4 with 30 seconds left to go. It looks like United want to head towards this B site where Art's going to be waiting with K-Serrano to support. Smoke's being thrown in. Moose and Freakazoid, the only players with utility left on the T side for United. And Henny, he's actually not over here, so he can't assist with the smoke or the flashbang. So it's come down to a lot of these aim battles. Art might have to get peeked, but he gets taken down by Marky again, just being so effective in getting these kills in these opening duels.
And now they're starting to get this bomb planted here. We're seeing Henny, Vinny, and K-Serrano still seem they can't make this retake work out. It's evened up now. Moose taking the advantage. Moose continuing to cause a lot of problems here, all on Vinny, and Moose will be the alpha and the omega around the opener and the closer. 15 kills for him in total. Everyone is fragging well for United right now.
I kind of wonder, though, looking at this, is this United playing so much better from yesterday, or is this kind of the idea of, or the difference maybe between 100 Thieves and Furia? Like, is there that big of a skill difference? I want to say United are just playing better today. But
I think they definitely are. There's no doubt about that. They're definitely in better individual form with their fragging. They're definitely having better team play on their T side. Yeah, all in all, they are definitely playing better. But Furia, again, that's just this team that is in this weird situation right now where we see a lot of good things from them, like Star Ladder, where they got third, but then we see them, you know, drop the ball versus Envy in the first stage, go out in groups at Malmo, had that Gains Class Master event where they got upset by Sprout, so they still have that shakiness to them. And you're seeing it come to fruition here again, it seems, unless they can recover. But obviously, this is probably not the round that's going to happen. Just Eagles.
I did get some decent damage done in that prior round with just the SMG and one Deagle. But yeah, I'd agree with just the Deagles alone. I don't know how much they can really do here, especially with how careful and how calculated United are playing. They're going for like the full execute towards the A site. You see Furia's trying to rotate to help defend this. It's going to come down to potentially like a 5-on-4 fight while they're leaving K-Serrano back towards B, and Henny's trying to look for a flank in the meantime.
Flank could be huge. It could be their ticket back into winning this round despite the fact that they're on just Eagles, but no. Hold the phone. Moose has been able to catch on to that, but there still are many CTs here on the site. They can still figure something out.
And 20 seconds left too, so eUnited are going to need to pick up the pace to get this bomb down. Just getting a kill into the bomb planter could be massive for Furia. Could potentially win them the round. Here being flanked from the back, and the sprays to the smokes are good. K-Serrano last alive, and he's just going to push the smoke in. One kill, get the bomb planter, except the bomb still goes down. And eUnited now up to 14.
Yeah, and just to kind of add to the whole discussion we were having about whether or not eUnited's just playing better or whether Furia's dropping the ball and how it's a combination of two, what I can say is from watching how this half has played out so far, you can definitely tell that, like, at the very least, eUnited had, like, their basics down. Like, they know how to throw their set smokes. They have their timings right. The way that they're splitting their numbers and peeking together. They definitely look like a team that has at least played this map a couple of times and has maybe done some theory crafting and at least have, again, like some type of foundation. They definitely don't look lost or anything like that. It's not like they're just doing gimmicky, flashy CS. Like, there is actually some strategy going on.
Then he peeks around, down to 6 health, but he does escape, more importantly. Mark, in the meantime, going to push up, takes down K-Serrano. That was the only defender at the B side. He's going to clear this one out, give the information to his teammates that, hey, we can hit towards B, get this bomb over here. It comes through. Molotov actually burning Yuri very low in it. It's going to allow Marky to get the kill. This is very bad for Furia. They need to win this round.
Yeah, they really do. Otherwise, it's a serious point for eUnited. The fact that they're letting Marky get away with murder over here on this B bomb site definitely does not bode well for them. We'll try to have to go for this retake anyway, though, but Cooper and company have been able to join Marky on the site. Moose is cutting them off from an opposite angle. And now they just have to save these two weapons. They have to play for overtime. They have to win 8 rounds in a row just to have a chance at still winning this map and having a chance at a third map. But here's the problem. They haven't won a single round this half, Jason. And now they have to win 8 in a row. That's not a good look. Yes, we get it. Thank you, Prius. Can you confirm for me really quick that they have won every round this half? Can you circle it for me? Yep, thank you. Yep.
Can you draw on the scoreboard to make
sure? No! You got it. That's a real feels bad that we still can't draw on there.
I mean, technically, you could get like another program to do that. But I don't know if they do like screen recording or game recording, so I don't know. Anyways, it's all about right now eUnited as they put themselves up to 15. One round away from closing this out and getting themselves their first victory of the second group and put them in contention to potentially get through.
This is a big upset maybe in the cards. You have Furia, who are ranked number 10 on HLTV versus number 41 in a best of 3 on land.
Yeah, big win for him if they can pull it off.
Absolutely.
Oh, Vinny, no head armor, gets gooshed up. Yuri's able to respond at least to get one. Marky again, just doing his own thing towards B. Cooper gonna dodge away from Henny on the first shot, but Henny will at least be able to strike back. But in the meantime, Moose gets one. Henny again gets one. It's just kind of back and forth between the two teams.
Yeah, again, every round's a must-win for
If
Furia.
Furia dies here, though.
Yeah, that's a real big problem. Could be similar to last round. He's a solo defender on the site. And he's been taken down. Again, it's Marky. So even though he's not like the top fragger on the team, he's had a lot of impact these last couple of rounds, especially if this one winds up going through for United. Moose, though, wants to see if anyone's going to rotate from A first. Doesn't want to just run the bomb over just yet. He wants to kind of take his time. There's still a lot of seconds still left to tick on the clock before things need to be decided. Now he'll start heading his way over. Art's now on site, though, but Marky holding the angle may catch Art depending on how much Art wants to commit to checking this stairwell. Maybe he wants to see if they've gone back to A. And if he were to check, then maybe he'd cross into Marky's scope.
Oh, there it is. Big kill for Art. Big double kill for Art, actually, to save Furia for another round. But the unfortunate part is they only have 8. They still have so many more rounds to even get it into contention of an overtime.
Yep. They've also at times recently shown us that they can still drop the ball here and there. So which version will show up in these final rounds is going to be the real question.
Food's kind of come into his own over this series. Again, he was really quiet initially within the first half of Overpass.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it's what? Cooper has 19, 3 of the other players have 17, and Marky's at 13, still having a lot of impact. So again, eUnited is having like a really good game across the board. Meanwhile, several players of Furia are real quiet this game, particularly Henny, who was really big for them on many of the rounds that they did win on Overpass, particularly kind of in the beginning of that first half. His CT opping was sublime, but haven't seen him have much impact here.
They did figure out his opping, though, and they're able to punish it towards the later halves of that first half. I guess the second quarter of the game, we should say.
Yeah.
A little bit of a one-for-one trade going on here with Freakazoid falling and Art as well. And you can see they're kind of aiming to potentially go towards this B site where there will be 2 defenders. But there's really not much utility left on the side of Furia. That's going to be a big problem for them.
Yeah, they have just 1 incendiary and 1 flashbang, so that means retaking is going to be way more difficult. It's going to be completely relying on aim duels. Now Vinny has to burn one of the incendiaries, just try to slow the T's down from coming up a slope.
So he can slow them down. 25 seconds left to go. The pace will have to be picked up. Henny gets caught on scope, and he's going to die to Cooper. Vinny needs to hold on to A by himself. He's being flanked in from the front and the back. All right, 15 seconds left. The bomb is now down. Vinny comes around the side, gets a second kill as well. 10 seconds left. They need to pick up the bomb, and it comes down to K-Sorrel just potentially surviving. Moose will secure the bomb, get the bomb down. And K-Sorrel with just the MP9 has to come in and do some God's work, and unfortunately he won't be able to. eUnited gonna take the map, take the series 16-8, and win 2-0.
Man, this opens up the group now. All of a sudden, nothing's clear cut anymore. Obviously, again, 100 Thieves still control their own fate by just winning out the rest of the group, as they already did beat eUnited yesterday in one-sided fashion. But man, oh man, eUnited has really put a spoiler in Furia's chances. We all thought it would be 2-0-2-0 for Furia and 100 Thieves in the standings at the end of today, but that's not going to be the case anymore.
And always, you need to let us know what was your Mountain Dew and Game Fuel power play of the game. Tweet to us on ESLCS with the hashtag Game Fuel Power Play. We have a couple of really interesting, a couple of really good ones here to show off, and obviously want to hear what you guys have to say, because when we come back for the break, we're going to be looking at just that. You can see we have the Overpass 3K out of Henny, Vertigo 3K out of Marky. I think for me that is going to have to be one of the ones that wins.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Food as well, the clutch on the A site. And of course, Cooper in the 1-on-2 clutch. A lot of plays coming out of Vertigo there.
Yeah, Cooper's clutches on this map in particular, I think, were probably some of the most pivotal plays in the whole series. But yeah, we'll be taking a look through all these. Indeed, yeah, that was some good work from Henny. Some good work from Marky as well.
Yeah, I don't know how he's able to do this. You heard just how loud everyone got. That has to be the play for me. That really got the fire burning under them. And of course, Food getting the clutch here as well on the A site.
Yeah. Personally, this was one of my favorites.
Yeah, a lot of individual plays. Make sure you guys vote. We'll be back after the short break to break down that series and potentially look ahead.